Welcome to the legendary story of Robin Hood, a tale that has transcended centuries, where a courageous outlaw defies tyranny to fight for the poor and oppressed. In a world of injustice, one man steps forward to balance the scales. Robin Hood. Join us as we delve into his adventures, the bonds of friendship, and the struggle between right and wrong in medieval England. Our story begins with Robin of Locksley, a nobleman who once fought in the Crusades. Upon his return to Nottinghamshire, he finds that his home has changed for the worse. King Richard the Lionheart is away, and the throne has been left vulnerable. The cruel sheriff of Nottingham has seized power, and his oppressive taxes have driven the people into poverty. Worse yet, Robin's own lands have been taken in the name of the crown. The lands that once flourished with crops are now barren, and the people who worked for Robin live in squalor, barely surviving under the sheriff's brutal rule. He witnesses a family being thrown out of their cottage for failing to pay taxes. His anger and heartbreak grows. He sees how far the sheriff's cruelty has gone. Disillusioned by the corruption and injustice he sees, Robin vows to fight back. He takes to the forests, leaving behind the identity of Robin of Locksley and becoming the legendary outlaw Robin Hood. Robin soon realizes that he cannot fight this battle alone. In the depths of Sherwood Forest, he finds unexpected allies, a group of outcasts and misfits who share his desire to challenge the sheriff and protect the poor. Robin's first companion is Little John, a giant of a man with unmatched strength. Their first encounter is anything but friendly as they meet while trying to cross the same bridge. A humorous fight ensues, with both men using staffs to try to knock the other into the river below. After several minutes of hard blows and near misses, Little John finally wins the duel by dunking Robin into the water. Laughing, Robin realizes he's met someone worthy of respect, and they quickly become friends. Next comes Friar Tuck, a jolly, rotund man of the cloth who isn't afraid of a fight despite his peaceful vows. After sharing a drink and food with Robin, Tuck admits he's grown tired of the corruption within the church and the nobility, and he joins Robin's cause to help the poor. Marian, Robin's childhood love, is also introduced in this part of the story. She still lives within Nottingham Castle and plays the dangerous role of an insider, secretly aiding Robin while pretending loyalty to the sheriff. Her heart belongs to Robin, and she bravely risks everything to help him in his quest for justice. Robin Hood and his merry men begin their campaign by robbing from the wealthy nobles and giving their spoils to the poor. Their bold raids strike fear into the sheriff's heart, but they fill the people of Nottingham with hope. A heavily guarded caravan, filled with gold and riches, making its way through the forest, and belongs to the sheriff, collected from the exorbitant taxes imposed on the peasants. Robin and his band of outlaws set up an ambush in the thick undergrowth of Sherwood. With incredible stealth, Robin and his men attack. Arrows fly through the trees as Robin's expert archery picks off the guards one by one. The merry men quickly overwhelm the remaining soldiers. Robin, standing tall on a branch, shoots a final arrow that sticks right in front of the sheriff's face, a message of warning. The people cheer as Robin and his men distribute the gold to the starving villagers, restoring their faith in justice. Enraged by Robin's successes, the sheriff of Nottingham concocts a cunning plan to capture him. Knowing Robin's love for archery, the sheriff announces a grand tournament, offering a golden arrow as the prize. But the real prize is Robin's capture. The sheriff, frustrated by his inability to stop Robin, decides to appeal to Robin's vanity. He announces the archery tournament in Nottingham Square, knowing that Robin's pride and love for the sport will draw him out of hiding. The golden arrow, a symbol of honor and skill, is the perfect bait. Robin, despite knowing it's a trap, cannot resist the challenge. Disguised as a poor beggar, he enters the competition, hiding in plain sight. The tournament proceeds with skilled archers shooting at targets, but none are as talented as Robin. In the final round, Robin pulls off the impossible. He slits his opponent's arrow in two, earning the prize. The sheriff, however, has been watching closely. His suspicions are confirmed, and Robin is surrounded by guards. Robin Hood is captured and locked away in the dungeons of Nottingham Castle. But while the sheriff celebrates his victory, Robin's loyal friends are already planning his rescue. Robin, now imprisoned in the cold, dark dungeon of Nottingham Castle, reflects on his fate. He knows that his execution is imminent, but he also knows that his merry men will not let him down. Meanwhile, Little John, Friar Tuck, and the rest of the gang hatch a bold plan to break Robin out. Disguising themselves as traders and using the cover of night, they infiltrate the castle. Maid Marian plays a key role, providing the merry men with vital information on the castle's defenses. With a combination of cunning, bravery, and Robin's leadership, the group manages to outsmart the guards. The rescue is thrilling, thrilling, with tense moments as they make their escape. At the last moment, Robin is freed, and the group flees back to Sherwood victorious once again. With Robin free, the sheriff prepares for one last confrontation. A final battle is brewing in Sherwood Forest, one that will determine the future of Nottingham. The sheriff, humiliated by Robin's escape, gathers his soldiers and marches into Sherwood Forest for a decisive battle. Robin, knowing that the sheriff will stop at nothing to destroy him, prepares his men for the final fight. The battle erupts in the heart of Sherwood Forest. Robin's men, using the terrain to their advantage, take on the sheriff's heavily armed soldiers. There are moments of intense combat, with arrows flying through the trees, swords clashing, and the merry men fighting fiercely to defend their home. In the midst of the battle, Robin confronts the sheriff himself. They engage in a one-on-one duel, with the sheriff's hatred driving him to fight harder. But Robin's skill and courage prevail. The sheriff is defeated, his army routed, and Nottingham is freed from his tyranny. With the sheriff defeated, peace returns to Nottingham. Robin Hood and his merry men continue to live in the forest, ever ready to defend the innocent and fight for justice. Robin's story is not just about rebellion, but about the enduring power of hope, friendship, and standing up for what is right. The people of Nottingham celebrate the sheriff's defeat. Robin and his merry men are seen around a campfire in Sherwood Forest, sharing laughter and food. Robin and Marian share a quiet, loving moment, looking toward the horizon, ready for whatever comes next.
Thank you for joining us on this journey into the legend of Robin Hood. If you enjoyed the story, please like and subscribe for more timeless tales.